Welcome to the Angels and Awakening podcast. I'm your angel medium, Julie Jancis, and today we're sharing your angel stories. Why do our angels and loved ones above show us signs? Yes, they want us to know they're okay and at peace, but deeper than that, they want us to connect with them so that they can help us more from the other side. Friends, it all begins with your intuition, vibration, and experiencing oneness. Your intuition is your soul's voice. It's also how your loved ones talk to you from heaven. In this podcast, we teach you how to turn up the volume on your intuition so that you can hear their loving messages more clearly. We also teach you how to raise your vibration and feel your oneness with all that is. Friends, you are here to love, give love, receive love, be love, radiate love. And because your soul is love, all you really ever have to do is just be. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Angels and Awakening podcast. I'm your host, Julie Jancis, and today we are here with Cortney Nall. She is just somebody so dear to my heart. You came to one of the first Angel Reiki schools when we started having it bigger at the hotel, and so much fun. I adore your family. You are here to share your angel stories. Cortney, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Julie. I'm going to start with my first experience with all of this that I wasn't able to talk about at all at the Angel Reiki School because I was still way too much emotion wrapped up in it. And that's actually, I think, started my spiritual awakening. It all started with the passing of my dad in February of 2019. And then I attended the Reiki school in November of 2019. But what happened is my dad had cancer, had spread everywhere, and he was getting ready to die. So we were all with him around the bed. And I had my hand holding his arm. And I actually felt his soul leave his body, which is now that I've kind of done all this work, I figured out that's what I felt. I didn't see anything happen, but all I had was this extreme emotion that I could only explain to my family as sadness. And then shortly after that, I knew his body was going to stop working. And sure enough, it did. But ever since that, I felt that shift in the body. Everything was like a waterfall after that. It was pretty incredible. And one day, probably a couple months after that, I was scrolling through Instagram and Julie's ads kept popping up. And I'm like, who is this person? I've never heard of this, never talked about any of this stuff before. And I was very drawn to her and all the stuff she was posting. And later on, I figured out it was my dad kind of trying to guide me to her to really learn all this other stuff that was there for me out there that I just didn't even know about. So Julie kind of helped open that door to that next level that I was craving. And I just didn't know what I was craving, but now I do know. It was just learning all this really, really cool stuff, which is pretty neat. All righty. And then let's see, another really cool story at the Angel Reiki School was that I was very, 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 very early on in my pregnancy. And everyone kept picking up this male energy. Oh, you're going to have a son. It feels like a son. And I was like, yep, I was confident. Yep, this is going to be a son because there were 7 nieces in our family, no boys at all. And so we're like, okay, yeah, this is going to be a boy. Everyone kept confirming that. Fast forward to when we found out the gender, which was in February of 2020, we found out that it was a girl, not a boy. And then my mom told me after the fact, she's like, you know what? I heard your daughter, my then 3-year-old daughter, talking in the bathroom while she was going to the bathroom going, Pappy, 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 I don't want a baby brother. I want a baby sister. And so I'm pretty sure she got what she wanted because Julie did tell me sometimes the gender can change depending on what the world wants or what you need in the world. Well, I'm pretty sure I got another girl because my oldest daughter wanted a baby sister, not a baby brother, which is pretty funny. So he is still spoiling his granddaughters from the other side, which is to his personality to a T. So I thought that was pretty cute. Oh, and then the actual birth of my little girl, my second girl, was during COVID. So this was in July of just this past year. So there was a lot of stress going on with having a baby in the hospital. with everything. And so I was there's some anxiety going on there, a little bit of fear going on, and the baby was late. So of course there adds that to the whole situation. And then out of the blue, Julie sends me a message via Instagram and just saying, hey, I don't know if you had your baby or not yet, but I just have this feeling you just need to be calm. Everything is going to be okay. And I just thought that, there's my dad again, reaching out, telling me it's going to be okay. Everything is going to be all right. And not only did Julie reach out to me, but I had like 3 or 4 other people who are pretty intuitive out of the blue I hadn't talked to in months, reach out to me like, hey, have you had the baby? If not, just stay relaxed, just be calm. Everything's going to be okay. And again, sure enough, everything was okay. I had the delivery that I wanted. The baby was fine. Everybody was happy and healthy. And then while I was in the hospital waiting, because I was induced since I was overdue, I was called to bring this one book with me and read a chapter out of it. And it was on faith and fear, and having faith to help with the fear that I was having. And sure enough, I read through that book and that chapter. I was like, this is exactly what I needed. And after I finished that quick chapter, I put it down and I was done. Like, I didn't read anymore, didn't want to read anymore. It was really strange for me to want to read too, because in the last couple of years, I haven't read that much, but for whatever reason, I had to read that chapter. And I used what was in that chapter to go through my labor and delivery. And then a couple of days later, again, I think, Julie, you posted something about faith and fear on social media. And I'm just like this again, all these coincidences are really just our spirit team talking to us and being like, hey, you need to get the message. This is what you need to do to get what you want, basically. Let's see. And then another story has to do with something I was watching on TV. So I don't know if anyone's familiar with Formula One racing. It's kind of like NASCAR, but it's the European version. And so there's a lot of crashes with it, but it's really exciting to watch. And we got into it during the lockdown because there was nothing else on TV, no sports, no nothing else. So it was in the end of November. We were watching this one race on TV live in Bahrain. And I was watching it, and they were getting ready. They all line up, and then the lights count down. And then all of a sudden, I saw this little green light kind of fly through the air around the cars. And I looked at it, and I thought to myself, that's someone's guardian angel. Someone is there to protect one of the drivers. And then not even more than 30 seconds into the race, deadly car crash happened. And everyone was shocked because the driver got out of a car that was burning and walked out with minimal injuries. And they're like, how did he survive? How did he, they were just stunned. Like, how did he survive this? These are the type of crashes that drivers don't walk away from.
That was the same car that you had seen, the green around?
Well, it was flying all over the screen, but I didn't know which car it was for, but I saw I'm like, that's a car. I knew intuitive
hit. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, I saw it, and we record these because sometimes we don't make it to watch it. So I told my husband, I go, James, rewind this. I saw it. I saw the green light. I saw there's a guardian angel there. So we rewound it. And sure enough, it was there. And if you're paying attention, you'd see it. But if not, you just would kind of write it off as a reflection. But it wasn't a reflection. The way it moved, it was at night. There was no sun or anything. I'm like, that was the guardian angel. They're protecting that man from dying. And then later on, after the crash, all the announcers were talking about how parts of the car were really expensive, and they weren't sure if this safety thing that they installed was really safe. And then they all said after that crash, it confirmed that safety thing saved his life. So it almost it needed to happen to prove that what they were doing was safer. But the poor guy had horrible burns and stuff like that, but he walked away from it. So that was pretty crazy because I've never seen anything like that in live TV before, but I knew that was going on.
Wow.
So that was pretty wild. And then I guess some more just recent stuff. I have been kind of dragging my feet a little bit with changing how I want to do my practice. I want to do more intuitive and Reiki work and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden in the last month, I've gotten that kick. I've redone so much stuff, and all this stuff is shifting in my world to allow me to do all this. And I want to do some more remote stuff too, because I know not everybody's comfortable leaving their home. So I want to make this more available. I guess a little background. I'm a chiropractor by trade, and I've done a little bit of energy work my whole life, but I'm finding myself just shifting more towards all of this other cool stuff that's out there. More Reiki, more energy work, more angel stuff, more angel readings. I'm just making people more aware of it. And one thing I've noticed, there's still some pushback. People are not comfortable. And I'm finding it, I'm trying to help guide them. Like, this is not scary. This is just our normal stuff.
Because of where you're at in the US.
I think so too. Yeah. So it's good. I'm like, let me just show you. It's not scary. It's not like, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know if, like the evil or like Satan. I'm like, no, watch. And then like, I do it to them. Like, oh, that's it. I'm like, yeah, that's it. Like, oh, that felt good.
I've got a few announcements. This month's winner of the drawing is Mackenzie Payne, who gets one free session with me. Email me a screenshot of your 5-star positive review on Apple Podcasts, Google Business, or my Facebook page for your chance to win next month. Details are in the show notes. Friends, in the Angel membership in June 2021, Archangel Raphael and I are teaching you Self-Energy Healing 101 and Chakras 101. You'll learn how to give yourself an energy healing session, techniques to keep your energy clear, and how you can heal your own energy field. To join this course live or replay at any time, sign up for the Angel membership program today. Also, a new class of the Angel Reiki School begins on June 1st. Join this separate program to develop your unique spiritual gifts and become an Angel Reiki Master. I'm still offering private readings. To book one, sign up for our weekly Angel email. Once a month, you'll get an email that contains a link to book your session online. One more thing, I am loving spending time with you live and answering your questions over on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Follow me on social and our newly launched YouTube channel for tons of new video content. Thanks for your support and for sharing this podcast with your people. I think there's a couple of things that help calm people's anxieties when it comes to this. One is that the energy is palpable, meaning that you could like jar it. I mean, you know what sadness is. You know what happiness is. You could jar those things if it was possible. The energy of God is palpable. Some people feel it in church as this very holy, divine feeling. If you actually tap into that energy, it's more outside of yourself, behind your back, behind your shoulders and neck, above your head, and off to the sides of you. Getting into high vibration, getting into oneness is the exact same feeling. It's palpable. It's God's energy, God's frequency. So that's one thing. Also, what Jesus was doing too, he was just a master healer at it, was laying hands. I mean, he was going through hands on people, was channeling God's energy through him to the person, which is the exact same premise of Reiki.
Yep. I totally. The more and more I read, I'm like, that's exactly what Jesus was doing. Like he was just, you said, like the master of all of that. But you're exactly right about all the feelings. Like I was doing Reiki on someone recently and I all of a sudden got like teary eyed. I'm like, why do I feel all of this sadness in your ovaries? Like, why is this sadness pouring out of you? She's like, I've been trying to get pregnant for a long time and haven't been successful. I'm like, well, whatever is going on, your ovaries are sad. And so I'm like, and so when you said sadness, I'm like, people need to they understand that. And whenever I kind of was tuning into that, they're like, I feel it leaving. Like, I feel it.
Cortney, there are times when I'll be having just remember that SNL skit, Random Thoughts by Jack Handy,
Yeah.
And I'll be like, this is so weird. Like, why am I having this thought now? This was me like 6 months ago or a year ago. And then I'll be in conversation and it'll be for the person. So spirit was prepping my energy to give it to somebody. And one of the things that was coming in earlier today was kind of a remembrance of how my thought process used to be with regards to my business. So I used to think, well, okay, well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do, Reiki on the massage table, Angel Reiki, and bring through messages. And that's going to be my life. And Cortney, your dad's really coming in saying, for you, we all grow and expand, right? Mm-hmm. So we can never say to ourselves, okay, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Actually, whatever we're passionate about still becomes a stagnant energy over time. And talking about is really showing me, and I think that we've talked about this before, but I think that you're going to integrate all that you know with chiropractic, and that very kind of specific, different healer method with chiropractic.
Yep.
What do they call it? Like functional medicine or like something like that too. He keeps talking about energy healing messages. I don't even know what functional medicine is, but he keeps like flashing that word.
Yeah, you hit it dead on. We're doing like all of this integrative like health stuff that we're actually literally launching like soon. Like my husband's working on that all right now about people's like, I have a degree in nutrition too. So we're doing like, you're exactly right. It's gonna be an all-inclusive type of thing. I have my appointments now are like 45 minutes long, and I call it an intuitive health appointment because I don't know what's going to pop up or what we're going to work on.
Right.
It's going to be just whatever that person needs for that day or whatever. Yep, that's exactly right.
Here's what your dad keeps talking about. I feel like we all drag our feet a little bit from time to time because we're unsure, right? And we have to figure out the puzzle pieces within our head before we can implement it in action. Yep. And what he's also talking about, he said this like 4 times. And I have to tell everybody who's listening so that they understand this family the way that I know them over the years.
Yep.
Your dad came in like a freaking freight train that day. I forget. Did I have the session with you first and then your mom? Okay.
Yes, you had it with me first.
Everybody in your family. And I remember being like, damn, this spirit from the other side is like one of the most powerful spirits in the way that he would not back down. He would not let up. Like he was front and center and just like talking about every little detail, the whole time. What he keeps talking about, because he has that energy just like every time I talk to you guys.
Oh, I know. Every time. He's just how he is that's how he is here on this side too. He's exactly like that.
So he's been telling you in the background in your thoughts, you and I haven't talked about this, that you need to put this all together and it's your own type of thing, right? Like I developed the term like Angel Reiki. You have your own term for this. And he said, you're going to be teaching. And I know, like, I feel the dual energies within you. There's a little heart palpitation when I say the word teaching, but you know that you're called to do it. And he's like, would you please tell her to stop dragging her feet on this because it's coming together this year. Like you're going to format the program this year. And then he said, you're not allowed to wait past January of 2022 to start teaching.
That's so funny. Yeah. You're right. You told me since day one I was going to be teaching.
Oh, really?
Yes. I have it written down, all of our stuff. Like you said, you will be teaching, you'll be doing something, whatever you think of. And then, you're totally right. And then I keep getting January 2022 as well. I thought that was just the time the world was going to be happy again, but maybe it's just part of it, like lots of things, but I keep hearing January 2022 as well.
The hard thing is, I don't think we're coming out of this in a way where everybody heals all at the same time. I think that there are people who, take 5 years to heal from this. I think that there could be some people with PTSD even 10 years down the road. And so what I've really been hearing, because I've been talking to a lot of people lately, and there are a lot of people dragging their feet, kind of waiting for this happiness shift to come out, and Spirit's like, no, you don't get it. Like you are the shift. Like what you have, like we're working through you. All these people that I'm talking to, you in particular too, Cortney, like the healing's coming through you to make everybody get back to that healed place. So no waiting. Gotta on that.
So I need to do more of the automatic writing, because that seems to really work for me. And another weird angel story in a way, I've been called to do Reiki on people in the evening, like right before I go to bed. So I don't know if it's something that I'm practicing for, or it's just like a way I'm helping clear something to help other people. But some nights I cannot go to sleep until I just run through whoever pops into my head, and I just do a distance Reiki on them. So I thought that was interesting the last couple months that's been happening.
Yeah. Well, and just for anybody listening, I tell my Angel Reiki students all the time, you can't like tap into somebody's energy just to tap into it and be like, hey, what's my friend up to? Like that doesn't work that way. But sometimes, it happens all the time. I mean, the first time that you're out and about and Spirit's coming through, like while you're shopping or while you're somewhere, Spirit's coming through saying, call this person. It's because they need you to connect with the energy. So your intention is not to deliberately go into their energy to be invasive. It's Spirit coming to you saying, you need to work. You need to do this work.
Oh yeah. I ask permission too. Yeah. You always have to ask permission.
Yeah.
I've gotten no's for sure. I got no recently from an unborn baby. She said, no, I don't want work done. I go, okay. So that was interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's fascinating. That's awesome. I feel like there's just so much going on in this world right now that there can't be enough good energy sent. So I commend you for all that you're doing.
Well, thank you. It all started with doing your stuff for sure.
Well, and what's so funny about that story that you tell is I know exactly the ad that you're talking about, but I only ran ads for like a week or two because I got frustrated and I was like, I don't know how to do this, so I'm not doing it. And I don't think I've run ads since. That was like 2.5, 3 years ago. And
it was really strange.
Yeah. So why?
I know. And it didn't really happen ever after that either, like with anything else other than like the new sponsored, how Instagram's different now. But at that point, it was this very strange that you were popping up. I'm like, ooh, who is this? Like, what is this?
Amazing.
So it was like put right there for me, like follow this, go on her, check her out. And
I think I gotta do more of those now.
I know, right?
Yes. Well, Cortney, I am so excited for you. Tell everybody where they can find you.
I guess our main thing would be on our website, which is dicehealth.com, DICE health.com. That's my maiden name. That's where all of everything that we do is on there basically right now. And like Julie and I talked about, a lot of things are changing and shifting. So you may see some big changes on that in this coming year, depending on whatever I figure out.
That is so awesome. Oh, Cortney, I love you so much. Tell everybody in the family I say hi.
I will. Thank you, Julie.
You too. Beautiful souls, I'm so excited to announce that my book on angels and how they're working miracles in your life will be available on Amazon fall of 2021. If you're listening on or after fall of 2021, check it out. Friends, if you'd like to work with me each week, my Angel membership program is perfect for you. You can join at any time and you get access to past courses. In 2021, I'll be teaching you about a new topic each month. We started the year in February with a course on oneness and raising your vibration. March is angel communication, how to hear your angels. April is trusting your intuition. May is knowing your soul's purpose. June is working with Archangel Raphael to learn self-energy healing techniques and Chakras 101. July is rewriting the stories you've been holding on to. August is all about rewiring your mind to move past blocks. September is energetically working through ancestral trauma. October is working with your inner child and Archangel Michael. November is a guide to being an empath. Then we're rounding out the year with a course in December that helps you connect with your loved ones on the other side to help you deepen your personal connection with them. And in January 2022, we'll be back with a whole new course on manifestation and co-creation. You get all of this live group access to me, 2 new pre-recorded Reiki healings, and advance notice to book a session with me when you're an Angel member. Sign up for the Angel membership anytime. If you're listening in 2022, please know that we're planning to add new content each month. For details and to sign up, view the show notes below. Friends, the only thing that's not included in the Angel membership right now is the Angel Reiki School, where you learn to develop your unique spiritual gifts. Whereas the Angel membership is about your awakening journey and your personal spiritual growth. The Angel Reiki School, on the other hand, certifies you as an Angel Reiki Master Teacher and teaches you the art of energy healing and bringing through messages for your clients. Friends, if you're feeling called to the Angel Reiki School, it's because the souls you're here to help on earth, well, their omnipresent piece of them, their higher selves on the other side, that's what's behind you, pushing you, fueling you to become who you're meant to be. Because when you do, they know your work will shift the trajectory of their life here. That's what I mean when I say you have big, big purpose in this lifetime. A new class of the Angel Reiki School starts on the 1st of each month. Speaking of the Angel Reiki School, we're going to need about 800 volunteers this year. We select volunteers from people who've written a 5-star positive review and emailed us a copy. That way, we have a way of contacting you for your free volunteer session. Many of you have asked if I'm still booking sessions, and the answer to that is yes. I love my sessions with you. We have a new system where we send out an email once a month with a link to my calendar for you to book online. It's really easy. All you have to do is sign up to be on my email list on my website, theangelmedium.com. I've been spending a ton of time going live with you on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and I'm having a blast with it. Join me over on social and our newly launched YouTube channel for tons of new content, teaching videos, and actual video footage of these podcast episodes. Friends, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being part of this community and listening to this show. I truly feel that this is your show and the Angel show, and I just feel so blessed to be a part of it. You're the most supportive community a podcaster could have. I pray for you every day. If you have a special prayer request, you can submit it through my website homepage, and I'll be praying for you personally. Now for the Oneness meditation, which is the last 5 minutes of every episode. And as you do this meditation, you'll raise your vibration and the vibration of the planet. Friends, what I want you to do is to just get into a relaxed position. If you are driving, operating machinery, need to concentrate, then this meditation is not for you. But anyone who is able to focus their attention on it, please join me. Friends, I want you to start by taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And I want you to imagine that your socks, your shoes are off, and that your bare feet are able to connect with the soil of the earth. And down through the bottom, the soles of your feet, are these large roots that go down far and wide into the earth. Those roots go down far and wide, anchoring you into the earth as if you were a tree yourself. And up through those roots comes this beautiful, yummy, tingly energy. Begins to tingle at the tip of your toes. I want you to allow this yummy, tingly energy to just dance up over your feet, around your ankles. Feel this yummy, tingly energy as it moves up over your calves, your shins, all the way up to your knees. Feel this energy at your knees and allow it to move up the thighs, the hamstrings, all the way up to the sides of the hips. I want you to allow this energy to move from the hips up to the base of your spine, the base of your stomach. And I want you to feel this energy as it climbs up the spine and the stomach, all the way up until it reaches your heart. As you feel this yummy, tingly, sparkly energy surrounding the outside of your heart, filling the inside of your heart, notice how your entire body comes into a gentle state of ease. Allow this energy to move up into the shoulders, into the neck. Feel it as it fills your entire head, front to back, side to side, top to bottom. And then feel this energy as it moves through the hair follicles on the top of your head, so that you feel this yummy tingliness 2 inches to 10 feet or higher above the top of your head. Friends, you might feel like there's a string above your head lifting you up towards the sky. You might feel an airy floatiness. You might feel an expansive spaciousness. What I want you to do from here is imagine that there is this large opening at the crown of your head. It's the size of a cereal bowl, right? And I want you to imagine that it extends upwards towards heaven and that God sends this loving, peace-filled oneness energy. It's love, it's joy, it's peace, it's bliss, it's ease, it's grace. And God just sends this energy through the crown of your head. It moves through your head, down through your neck, down through your shoulders, and it starts to pool. This God energy starts to pool around your heart, within your heart. And I just want you to feel that for a moment. And I want you to just tap in and notice. I want you to notice that your heart, your physical heart, is one with your body. And I want you to notice that your heart and your body are one with the air surrounding you. And I want you to notice that your heart, your body, the air surrounding you are one with all life here on earth. All plants, all people, all animals, all life on earth. And now notice how your heart, body, air surrounding you, all life here on earth are connected to everything, everywhere. Friends, did you notice how your body got more expansive, your energy got more expansive, and you could feel out into your auric field, you could feel out into the energy of the world, into the energy of everything, everywhere. Surrounding you are angels. You have guardian angels around you. You have cherub angels holding the space open for you to get into oneness at any time. You have archangels working with you in every area of your life. You have loved ones on the other side. See them in detail, friends, because you seeing them in detail is the exact same thing as you going to them on the other side, knocking on their door, asking them to spend time with you. They love you so incredibly much. They want to spend time with you. They want to develop that relationship with you. When they're there, you're here. I know it's different, but you can still have that beautiful, incredible relationship. All of these beings, your angels, your guides, your loved ones on the other side, they form your spirit team who's always working to guide you, direct you, protect you. Friends, what I want you to do is just take some time with them right here, right now. What they want you to know is that they are working with you all the time. What they want you to know is that they are sending you signs and symbols to show you that they're next to you. Friends, they ask you to see that they are bringing in gift after gift after gift through your heart chakra to bless your life with miracles. Friends, it's your job to remain open, to believe, and to trust that they are working miracles in your life. Friends, I love you. They love you so incredibly much. Stay open and know, believe, trust, have faith, know like you know that they are working with you always. See you here next time. Have a blessed day.